The International Space Station could now take less time than some international journeys by plane. The next crew is expected to reach the ISS in just 6 hours instead of the usual 2 days. It's all thanks to a new docking plan which will be tested at the end of the month. RT's Alexei Yarshevsky has more on the fast track to space.
The 35th mission to the ISS is flying off to space in about 3 weeks' time in an unprecedented flight which will take 8 times less than it usually does. And the man to talk us through this flight is one of the members of the crew, Chris Cassidy, from the United States, the American astronaut. Many thanks for joining us in the Star City in the Flight Center here. My first question to you, this is the first flight which would take 6 hours instead of 2 days as it usually has been for many years now. How is this technically possible? Can you tell us?
Well, you know, practically our actions are essentially the same as what we do on the 2-day profile. Normally, we'll go to bed and have a period of time on that second day where we just monitor the vehicle and sort of do a few burns that we call them to set us up for a rendezvous the next day. Today, I mean, on our mission, it'll all happen in a tight sequence of 6 hours. We have periods about 45 minutes or so in between these maneuvers where there's a little bit of a downtime, but technically that's how it's possible. We just have to launch. There's tighter constraints on where the space station can be on launch time than on a typical profile. The space station has a little more leeway in where it can be at the time of launch. We work tremendously well as a crew, and Pavel's tremendously experienced, like you just alluded to, and he shares that experience with the two of us, and together as a crew we really work well, and particularly with this short profile you need to be in sync, making sure all the actions are happening when they need to, and we back each other up and make sure that it happens when appropriate time is. So I'm really happy to be with them. A very big program this 6 months where we're up there. There's 4 Russian spacewalks. We'll have probably 2 U.S. spacewalks, and many visiting vehicles delivering cargo will be arriving. I'm personally involved with several medical experiments, particularly those associated with bone health and how to prevent bone loss. Thanks very much.